Hi, my name is Lorraine, and I'm going to do a video about honoring your intuition. And I think most of my videos are about honoring your intuition in one way or another. But I just bought a stone, and how I was drawn to it, and every part of my experience with it since I've had it has been about my intuition. And so I wanted to share that experience with you so I could show you what I mean when I say honor your intuition. And so I walked into a local gem shop here in Seattle that I go to all the time. And I saw this stone. I have a video I can also put in picture to give you a close-up, but it's called Aqua Quartz, okay? And I saw this stone on the shelf, and it's small. It's small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, that's common for Aqua Quartz. The thing is, it was on a shelf amongst many other stones, okay? But I saw this small stone, and to me, I was drawn to it like my favorite piece of chocolate, and I love chocolate. So if you can relate to that, like seeing your favorite piece of chocolate or your favorite something, whatever it is, if you're into motorcycles, like a motorcycle that you love, or if you're into sports, like a game, if you're into shoes, like your favorite pair, like a beautiful pair of shoes, or art, like a piece of artwork, I was drawn to this like my favorite piece of chocolate. And I almost started salivating. And I told the owner, Jim, my friend, I was like, oh my God, I saw the stone and I almost started salivating because it was beautiful. And just every part of me was drawn to the stone. And it's a very small stone. Like, he has many other items that could be as large as this sphere and some other stuff. Many other different types of stones around it. But this little itty bitty thing just drew me to it. And I knew I had to have it. And then he also showed me this one, which is another Aqua Quartz. Okay, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. So anyway, I ended up buying it. I looked up the spiritual symbolism after I got it for Aqua Quartz. And if you notice, these are two different colors. This one is blue Aqua Quartz. And this was, I don't know if they call it white Aqua Quartz or just Aqua Quartz, but this one is bonded with gold, and this one is bonded with platinum, which is why they're two different colors. But that's just the process. These are actually quartz crystals that are bonded with gold and platinum. So anyway, I'm reading about the stone, and it's talking about your connection to the divine. It helps fortify your connection to the divine. It helps fortify your connection to the higher self, to the divine, and helps connect you with your angels and guides. So I kept on getting all this information about, reading all this information about how it connects you to your higher self, your divine, the divine source, and so on. And I feel like I have a very strong connection in that sense. And so I was like, why am I so drawn to this stone? And then all of a sudden I started having this vision of this bismuth that I just purchased recently. And bismuth, if you notice, these two, they both have a lot of rainbow colors in them. So it always makes me think of, they both make me think of rainbows. All three of them actually make me think of rainbows, right? So I'm thinking rainbows, which takes me directly to chakras, right? When I think of rainbows, I think of chakras. I think of Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? And that colors from the first chakra all the way up to the seventh. And so this information starts coming in about clearing your chakras, how important it is to clear your chakras to access that higher source energy, that divine source energy, the higher self, angels and guides. The clearer your chakras are, the greater, the stronger the connection, and the more efficient the information comes through. The more efficient the receiving of the information and translating of that information. And so then information starts coming in about how these stones work together in clearing the chakras and fortifying your connection to the divine. And so bismuth, I did a video about bismuth, but it does work on clearing and working with your chakras, okay? And so I started getting all this information about how these stones can be used together to help you clear, center and balance your energy, clear, center and balance your chakras, and fortify your connection to the divine, to the source, to angels and guides, or whatever your paradigm, the paradigm you're working from. Because as we grow spiritually and energetically, you start to realize that angels and guides and all these paradigms, these energies that we've labeled this way are so much more, so many, they have so many other facets to them, okay? To just call it an angel or a guide is just it narrows its scope of what that energy can do to help you in this journey, in this world, in this universe, on this plane of existence, okay? And so if you go to a website and you read about bismuth, if you go to a website and read about Aqua or Quartz, you will get certain information that will help you understand what someone has determined is the meaning of these objects, okay? But in truth, for me, after I bought them, I was drawn so much to these stones that the greater message for me is part of my path and purpose. My path and purpose is about helping people to understand how to clear, center, and balance their energy, protect their energy, connect to the higher self, and to connect to the source, connect to that divine guidance. And these stones, that's the message of these stones to me, that this is my path and purpose, and that these can be tools of tools. I just refer to them as tools for me on my path and purpose. These are potential tools for me or you or anybody else on your path and purpose. But they're only beneficial, they're mostly beneficial when you're drawn to them. So I don't feel like I have a lot of things that I use, tools that I use, but every tool I have, I was drawn to very profoundly, very strongly. I was very drawn to this stone. I was very drawn to the Aqua Aura Quartz. I was very drawn to this banded agate that I brought out before. I also have a sound bowl that I use, that I was drawn to. I've had for a couple years. I have some cards that I use occasionally for myself, but I don't really use cards. I work more with energy. I tap into the flow. I live within the flow, and I tap into that flow when I need guidance, and actually that flow comes to me when I need it. But it's so important to honor that part of your intuition, okay? That voice that's speaking to you, that feeling that's speaking to you, that knowing that's speaking to you and guiding you to certain places to help you on your path and purpose, okay? So I just wanted to share that experience with you so that you might be able to, through my experience, start to tap into your own intuition, start to utilize that to help guide you to where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do, and how you're supposed to do it, okay? I think that's it. All right. Thank you.